Hello everyone, Apocalypse author Camille Picott here, and today I'm here to talk about apocalyptic birth control. I am working on a series called Afterworld Apocalypse, and there's a couple of characters in the story that want to have sex, and so I started wondering, how do you have sex in the apocalypse without getting pregnant? Obviously, if you have a current apocalypse, right, you can salvage for condoms and birth control for many, many years, but this particular story is set about 20 years after the fall of humanity. So things like condoms, they have expiration dates. Obviously, the rubber is not going to last forever. There's a finite amount of birth control, so you're kind of back to like ancient times. Like, what do you do for birth control? So I started researching on the internet, and I found some really, really interesting things that I thought I would share. The first is, in ancient Egypt, women would mix crocodile dung with fermented dough, and they would insert it into their cha-chas as like a spermicide or a sperm blocker, which I found totally fascinating. I'm not going to put that in my story, obviously. A, I don't have crocodiles. B, there's no way I would want to write a sex scene with a woman putting animal dung in her crotch. So that's not happening. Of course, there's animal intestines. Again, I was thinking about that and like, that's really something to write about. And like animal intestines, I don't know. Vegetarian here, couldn't quite wrap my head around it, so continued my search. And I found that something else that was really interesting. This is probably a little more up my line of what I might include in my book, because I am really into plant medicine. So the ancient Egyptians also used a mixture of honey, acacia leaves, all wrapped up in a little bit of lint, and they would use it as like a cervical cap. That was really interesting. So maybe I'll have something like that in my books.